Welcome back to the World Junior Curling Championships 2014, coming to you live from the WADDELL Arena in Flims, Switzerland. The third time Flims is hosting this event. They did so also in 2003, 2010. You see the WADDELL Arena right there, and the teams are just marching into the ice. You see them all. It's time for the men's session, the second round, and our featured game is between Scotland and USA. It's quite the introduction they're getting here. You see the standings. Italy, Norway, Russia, Scotland and Switzerland won their first games. Scotland had a really good game against Austria and came out on top. And on the bottom half we have Austria, Canada, China, Sweden and USA. USA, they lost to Switzerland. My name is Sarah Carlson and I am joined once again by the very knowledgeable Sander Rølvåg. Welcome, Sander.
Thank you. Right, so line up for Scotland for this game as lead Duncan MENZIES or Mingus, you can choose. Second, Kyle Waddell. Third, Thomas Muirhead. And the skip is Kyle Smith. Cameron Smith alternate on the bench. She's feeling a little bit under the weather. That's why Duncan's on playing lead for this game. Coach, as always, David Ramsey.
And USA, they have Kyle Lorvik playing lead. Luke Violet is second. Evan McCauley is third, and this team is skipped by Jake VUKICH, alternate Alex Fanson, and coach is Travis Way. This is the first international event for this American team. They come from Washington State, and as we said earlier, they had a tough start, but looking to improve. Scotland, they will play the red, USA will play yellow, and it was Scotland who had the closest draw to the button before the game, so they will have hammer in the first end. And it is Canada being honored before this draw. What do you expect to see from the game, Sander?
Oh, I think you have to say that Scotland are firm favourites for this game. Reigning world junior champion and just overall a very good team. Playing a less experienced team from the US. Let's listen to the anthem of Canada. That was Canada just being honoured here before this draw. But they're not going to be in our future game, are they, Sarah?
No, they are not. They are playing Sweden on a sheet far, far away.
Far, far away indeed.
Yes, so handshakes. Players make their way down to the hack. We're going to see some practice slides, and then I hope this game will be on its way. I think the American boys, they said that we're going to try to keep it simple, force some mistakes out of Scotland, but they wouldn't overcomplicate anything. They said that the ice was a little bit straighter this afternoon, so they couldn't really be as aggressive as they would have wanted. And remember, this is their first ever international event. They came up second to Dropkin last year. They certainly did have an exciting warm-up.
Yeah, seems like they're all tuned in.
Yep, you need your gripper off to slide. There you go.
We'll go outside the sheet. One that's curl. I throw it second.
So just heard Kyle Smith, that is, mentioned to his team that they're going to put up the corner guard on the one side that curls. And, apparently there's one side of the sheet that curls a bit more.
Hey Kyle,
and
what side do you know better?
I'm not going to tell you which side that is. We're going to see.
Please tell me, Sander.
See where Kyle puts his corner guard. But it's a good thing that we will get a corner guard in the first end. We had a very open end in our previous broadcasted game.
Yeah, and having the corner guard in the first end might also be an indication that Scotland know that they will benefit from getting more stones in play. We will see. Kyle Lorvik is the lead for this American team.
Yeah, I don't think Scotland's going to wait too long here. I think they're going to feel like they're a better team, and they're just going to push on and trying to get a score quickly. See, this straw doesn't really curl to the center line. So Kyle Smith feels it curls a bit more to the left-hand side of the sheet, meaning he'll put the corner guard up there. So Duncan Menzies, or Mingus, we had a discussion about the pronouncing of this name, and apparently you can choose. And I wish Cameron Smith would be on the ice. It'd be easier for me to pronounce his name.
Line's quite good. Line's good.
Should probably mention Cameron Smith was just walking by, so
Sander
is trying to get some plus points.
So just as mentioned at the start here, Cammy Smith just feels a little bit under the weather. He did for the first game earlier today when they played Austria. I thought he was going to come on for the second game, but I guess he just wants to wait for tomorrow to get on the ice.
Corner guard comes up, it's fairly wide. And USA, they don't have hammer, they really want to control the center. Going to put up a guard. It's quite important for them that they curl enough so that they cover the center line, make sure that the side that's towards the corner guard isn't open.
Great shot.
That's a great shot, but fairly close to the house.
Top four.
You'll see Kyle Smith called the freeze here, and he won't mind. Well, that's a lot of ice. Does it really curl that much on this side?
We will soon find out.
Right, calling the freeze here. Duncan's going to try and come on to the face of the shot stone. If anything,
Where?
he could also rub off the guard here and open things up a wee bit.
Whoa, 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 way
It
only.
does seem to curl. It's also a little bit light.
Come on.
It certainly did curl. I'm sorry, I didn't see that in the previous game.
No, but it also
swing.
straightened out a little bit later in the game. I think we had quite a bit of curl in the beginning.
True.
So Duncan doesn't quite get all the way down to the yellow stone in the rings, which means this is a fairly short run back for Luke Violet. Basically just needs to hit the yellow to get rid of the red. Would love to stick in front of there as well.
No roll.
He rolls off a wee bit, so leaves a double here for Kyle Waddell.
Go this way.
And here he is.
Whoa, off, off, off.
I'd love to get the roll towards the corner.
It's definitely straighter on this side.
Okay.
It does get a bit lucky though. Comes off the white stone.
Yeah, hangs around in the rings, and without hammer, it forces USA to make a play on the red.
Jake, or it's swings. Never mind, we're good. 3, 2, 3. Easy. 3, 2, 3. Yep. Easy. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Nice
Luke
shot.
makes a nice roll. Stones are now more grouped together. Want to just roll in front of the other yellow and sit there. Make it hard to remove.
So it should curl a bit more this way.
Whoa, whoa. Yep.
See it really swing at the end here.
Hang.
And will curl a bit too much. You just need to figure out the ice here as quickly as possible. That's quite a difference actually on the two sides. Even though it did straighten out a wee bit in our previous game over the course of the game. It seems like it's pretty straight on this right hand side and the complete opposite on the other.
Here's our first look at the American third, Evan McCauley.
Hard for nose. Really hard.
And obviously if it curls less coming into the center on that side, it's going to curl a lot more curling towards the barrier. But it does hang around.
Okay. Hey, is it double there? No.
Yes.
Okay.
3/4.
Right.
The double is there, but the roll is also really good if they can just roll to sit on top of the other yellow.
Whoa, whoa,
Thomas Muirhead here with his first shot of the game.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Should be pretty close with this one. There we go. Super shot. Nice double.
Nice, Tom.
Yep. 3-4. Good shot.
Younger brother of Yves Muirhead, bronze medalist in Sochi just not too long ago.
And definitely a world junior specialist.
Yeah. Four-time world junior champion Yves Muirhead. Thomas Muirhead, one-time world junior champion. Might win again this year. I think they're hot favourites for sure.
Yes, yes, yes. Hard. Yep. Easy. All right, no roll. Great shot.
Makes the nose hit right back, but it is a really wide stone and the corner guard is there for a reason, so Thomas Muirhead is now going to draw around it.
That's pretty much what Scotland was trying to do, just remove every stone from the centre of the house, hoping for a roll out. Didn't quite get the roll out, but as you say, if they come around the corner guard, they'll be shot stone, so they won't really care about the yellow too much.
Just watch it.
So it should curl less than coming this way.
It's moving big now.
Seems like there's enough finish on this side. Seems like it's curling really both ways here.
Take it, make it strong.
It's actually popping out on the other side. But
it's actually all, it's just hanging on.
Yep.
But it is leaving the yellow shot stones, so USA can actually lie two here.
What the hell? Looks like it's pretty quick out here. These are fast rocks too.
American skip, Jake VUKICH.
Lots of room,
His
guys.
first
Get it here.
stone or the first end.
Full 12. Stay with it. Gotta be here. Full 12.
Important thing is
Gotta
to
be here, guys.
sit full 12 foot.
Go hard. Every inch. Go hard.
And the sweepers really have to work now because
Fight
this
to
is
12.
looking
Tight
short.
as it goes. Okay. Great sweep. Sorry.
He's through this time.
And that is, he just needed to bite the house to outcount the red, but didn't.
What, you want that ice?
Yep.
So Scotland can now
Yep.
hit to sit 2.
Yeah, big mistake there. And Scotland might pick up an easy 2
I
here.
thought
Can't really see the US avoiding that happening
Looks like it's curling quite a bit.
unless Kyle rolls out here.
It's bad. It's a touch more. Oh, I'm wide. Whoa, right off.
Just as you said, Sander, the important
Right
thing
off.
is to stick around.
No touch. Finish.
That's good enough, that. And I think you'll see the US just hit the shot zone here.
Yeah, they could go for a roll in behind the yellow to maybe force Scotland to draw for 1.
Pretty flat roll, though.
Slide a wee bit inside.
Well, they just need to hang to bite the house.
True, it's worth a go. You know, if you make the nose hit here, Kyle Smith's probably going to make it anyway.
Yeah, might as well go for it, and if you roll out, it's a draw for 2, but if you nose this, then it's just a nose hit right back for 2.
Aye, so you'd expect Smith to make both shots anyway.
I thought it would, like, shoot my first one over here.
I was sure it would sit in the team.
So we'll have a crack at it, I think.
Right open there. Out the other side.
Perhaps.
Now remember, this is the curling side.
He's taking a fair bit of ice for this VUKICH,
Line's good.
which is rumoured to be a very solid player.
Yep. Easy. Yep.
Well, to make world championships, you normally need to be.
Hard. All right. Easy.
This really is curling, though. Do they have a roll?
I think I
Yes,
got
they
it this
have,
time.
but it's the wrong way.
Yeah.
So that's going to lie in the open. So we might just get a score of 2 here.
Yeah, it was the reason they put up the corner guard, and here you go, no set for 2.
Stay on your feet this time.
It's just telling his lead Duncan to stay on his
Aye.
feet,
Touch
because
more,
what I've
Tom.
heard for the first game earlier today,
Hey, ice, isn't it?
when Kyle Smith
Shouldn't curl
was
so much.
just playing a takeout for the blank in the first end, he ended up falling over, burning the rock, and it was a steal of 1.
Hard.
Tough mistake, but they
Yep.
managed to win anyway,
Whoa,
which was
whoa,
good.
whoa.
And so far he's on his feet, and this is looking like a nice shot.
Good.
There we go, 2 for Scotland. And Duncan kept on his feet. Can imagine that'll be
Didn't you want to lose that one?
it's a tough first end for Duncan at World Junior Curling Championships.
Oh, it's huge. That's what I want to
Yeah. Well,
Good sweep.
he's done it now. It won't, you know, it's over and done with.
Well, he got to play a second game,
Yeah.
so that was enough to take him off apparently.
And after the first end, we do have Scotland in the lead, scored 2, which means they are going to start the second end, and USA will have hammer. There is a whole bunch of games going on. Do you want to tell us who they are?
Well, all over on the other side, Austria's playing Italy, but they haven't finished their end yet. I think the last shot is just coming down now from Mozaner, and it looks like a hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A fistful for Italy. So they'll probably win that game against Austria, although there's still 9 ends to go. Canada playing Sweden. Same thing there. Last shot just coming down here, I believe.
It's a draw for 1.
And
5.
I think it's good enough for 1 for the Canadians.
Thomas.
Too early out here. There's none of the ends are finished.
No, but China is also playing Russia, and Norway is playing
Line's
Switzerland.
really good.
Yeah, I'll get back to you on that.
Oh. Boy. Nice dunk.
Normal weight. Hit it. Your rock, Luke.
He's hitting it, is he? Wee juice.
I got the clean. Easy.
What the hell?
Just heavy clean.
So this is an
Yep.
interesting tactical approach from
Right off now.
USA. I know that they were going to try and keep it simple, but they're down by 2 and trying to hit the red stones in the rings. What do you have to say about that?
I don't know. I think even though you know you're playing a very good team and you're probably not, and you might see it tough to win it, I think maybe the best thing is just still go at it and just be aggressive. And if you do lose big, who cares? The score doesn't really matter here. As I mentioned in our previous game, you need to dare to lose to win the game. So if you're just going to be playing defensively here, you're not going to put a lot of points on the scoreboard. You might get your singles, but it's just not going to win the game. We'll see though.
So Scotland now drawing the other side of the rings. Keep a lot of separation. It took 2. If they can force 1 back on USA, it's a really good game plan for them. And now a freeze attempt.
Yeah.
Back 12, back 8.
Kind of a strange approach to the end.
Back 12, back 8.
Although the freeze at this point,
Right
I guess they're just hoping for a blast from Scotland so they can make the hit on the other
Get
red.
it there, we can get it there. How's the line? Hard all the way for line. Hard all the way. Hard all the way. Hard all the way. You got it. Easy. Easy, guys. Easy. Woo. So you got to tell us line. We had no idea where his line was. All right.
So bumps that a fair bit.
It's like normal.
Hard all the way. Easy, guys.
Yeah.
And it's okay if Kyle Waddell also gets rid of the backing here. The important thing is to keep the shooter in play, keep sitting 2.
You don't really need too many stones in play here. Just enough to force the US to take their 1.
Yep. Hang! 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 Come on! Real hard! Good sweep, guys.
Well, that swung big, but Duncan and Thomas kept that line. And some excellent sweeping. And still line 2. Freeze again now for the US.
Looked like that was just going to go.
It's worth a mention that Norway picks up 2 in the first end against Switzerland. Russia also picks up 2, although a steal of 2 against China.
Yeah, tough end on that cheat.
5, 4, 5, 5.
Russia also with a win over Canada this morning, and they were silver medalists last year.
Yep, line only, line only.
You think they're going to be in the running for medals as well?
Sure. I think Scotland, alongside with Russia, probably favourites, obviously, since they were top 2 last year. But I think also Italy could really win a few games here and make the playoffs. They're quite a solid team. Made the playoffs in the Swiss Cup Basel earlier this season. Obviously a men's European Tour event. And they did well at the B group and the Europeans this season as well. So there's a few good teams out there.
This freeze attempt from USA over curls, and Kyle Waddell is going to remove it again. This one also running very straight.
Okay.
And there's the blast that the USA team might have been hoping for. They can now get rid of that red and try and blank their way out of this end.
All right.
Yep. Retail. Hard. Real hard, guys. Yep. Line's great. Real hard all the way. Easy. Okay.
So the open hit right there, and there's no real point for Scotland to keep stones around. They are up by 2 points and they don't have hammers, so they're just going to hit right back.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
Come on.
Hard.
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 Good sweep, boys.
Good.
looks like we're probably going for a blank unless they miss. Alright, normal weight.
Good sweep.
Yep. Easy.
Alright, good sweep.
Close.
Weight's good. Lots
Just
of room.
clean. Yep. Yep.
Just clean,
Yep.
just clean.
Yep. 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 Yep for the roll. Hard over, Kyle. Okay.
Rolling a bit into the center, and we're just gonna see the teams swapping places for a little while longer.
Nothing. Clean it out. You're good. You're good. Right.
Good boys.
Normal. Alright, normal weight, same shot. Call them down.
I would have thrown the in time with Waddles, but then he just thrown the out time, so why not throw it again?
Must have been wide in the second one, was he? Or was his first one just pull? Or?
Easy.
He must
Yep.
be one that
Yep.
more. Anyway.
Yep.
Real
Yep.
hard. Real hard for line. Easy.
Easy, just clean, just clean.
Okay.
Just clean your nose.
Stick that out time. Bad it.
Good side.
Okay.
Probably just looking at the blank now.
Yeah. Just bad it.
Moving on to skip
Still Carl.
stones. And it's Kyle Smith in the hack, throwing his first stone of the second end.
I'm wide. Off it.
A really trouble-free end for the Scottish
Good, Kyle.
boys.
Good throw.
Hard to miss down there.
Normal. Yeah. It's gonna
Oh,
come
yeah,
off
just
the
stay
center
there.
line pretty hard.
Okay.
Just normal. Just blanket.
Would have told you on the in turn, but I'm just throwing the out turn side.
Prepare yourselves. They're gonna go for it next then.
Just get a wee bit more back, and because the first one did cut.
American team already getting ready to
Always gives me
go full offense in the next end.
might come off the center line.
Prepare yourself. We're going to blank.
Normal weight.
Do you think we might see
I
a
have
corner
to
guard in the
pursue
next
that.
one then?
I don't
Right,
see why not. At some point they have to get some stones in play.
Yep.
2 ends of curling
Line's great.
should be enough to
Yep. Hard to
Easy.
Easy.
build a bit of confidence with the ace. It's a nice hit here, and again we'll see the same from Kyle.
It's fine. Yep. Just blank. I told them I would pounce next time. Yeah. It's fine.
No. More resty.
And this one needs to curl.
Good.
Leave it there.
Yep. Gets rid of the yellow, and this is the shot
Yeah.
we've basically been
Horrendous slide
waiting for the entire,
Slid
well,
on
not the
stone.
entire end, but
Bad it.
half of the end.
Go away. Take it out.
That's okay, Sarah.
Both teams just know that this is the final shot they're going to be left with. Really important to make this now.
I remember in the previous game,
Yep, been preparing for this shot for quite a
I
while.
wouldn't give you straight through that, would you?
and when you prepare for that shot for a while, when you sit down in the hack, what you don't have to think is,
Straight down on it.
can't miss this now.
No, just think about making it.
Close.
Right off.
Yep.
Right off.
Yep.
Right off.
Yep.
Right off. think it's good.
Yeah, usually when the skip and vice skips disagree, you're somewhere close anyway. And that's going to be a blank end.
Scared him.
Yep, so score still after 2 ends is 2-0 Scotland. USA will keep the last stone advantage in the third end.
Alright, keep it up.
She knows her shit. Aye, she knows the score. Indeed. Sandra will be loving this. They have plenty to talk about anyway.
Are you loving this, Sander?
No.
Okay, so what are you missing?
Just a few stones to play. I think we're going to get it in this end though.
Yep, third end, starting right there. Duncan MENZIES. I'm going to go with MENZIES.
I'm going to go with Menzies then.
Let's just get them both covered.
We're over curling.
Exactly.
He is going to draw the top forfeit. Muirhead and Waddell, they need to sweep
Quite
it
tight
there.
ice was a wee bit inside. It's good, Dunk.
Good.
We got some finish there as well.
Good.
2, 3. Alright, one corner.
Now the corner guard goes up, so the Americans are prepared to go for it now. Get some points on the board.
It's so important where you place the corner
Line's
guard.
great. 2, 3. 4, 3.
And
3.
yeah, we talked
Curling
about it
hard,
in the
curling
last
down.
game. The
0,
leads
2.
are so
Curling
important
hard.
that this level of curling, you really need them to put their stones in
Curling
the
hard,
perfect
over
place
and
to be able to
Over and off.
build a good situation through the entire end.
Great job.
And the purpose of the corner guard is, of course, so that the team with last stone can find the
Tight.
cover out there. They would like to keep the middle open,
Tight.
keep some stones in play, and try to score more than one.
Just a fraction off, Dunk.
Halfway.
Oh, and Sweeper's really working hard now.
Tight.
And then off it. Need to be quite tight to the rings. Need to cover the side that's towards the corner guard to make sure that USA don't get the play out to the side.
Good, Dunk.
We can see enough of that.
Well, that's a good
Can you get to
workout.
the inside?
Sweeping is a
I don't
tough
think
job.
we can get the inside. It's close. I don't know if we can get the inside. Good. Board. Alright, just bottom away. It curls really hard here. Yep. Yep. Hard. Real hard.
Want to get to inside here. Don't
Off.
need to remove the redstone out of play, but
Off.
this is curling big
No.
time.
Aye.
So,
They were saying it was going to curl in this spot, but surely curled a bit more than they were expecting. Maybe just a bit
And-
tight in online as well, though.
Yeah, free guard zone rule. Leads are not allowed to hit guards.
It's a violation.
Yes, so they put it back, and they would maybe have been better off bringing the weight down and just going for a tap and get the inside, get the right angle.
Like that.
Exactly, and if you do crash on the guard with that weight, you're only just kind of soft peeling it, just moving it, not removing it from play. So not the greatest start here. And I think we'll see Kyle Waddell try and put another guard up, apparently. Some heavy sweeping from Duncan, eh?
You're just going to call him by his first name
Ah,
now.
yeah, makes things easier.
Try and take it a little further to
heel up right there.
get some more swing, and the stone in the house is definitely covered.
28.
USA is going to take off both the guards. When you're down by 2, playing doubles on the guards isn't really what you want, but it's still very early in the end and very early in the game.
Some weight from this guy.
Yep.
But accuracy, even more important.
Yeah, we've seen it so many times.
Same again.
The right hit is very valuable. Now,
Wait 2 seconds for dunk.
Waddell can just replace this guard.
Indeed it is.
Slightly more.
Here off it.
Okay.
Not getting quite the same amount of curl.
But USA is still going to rep the guards here. And even
you
with the less
just
curl, worse angle for the double, really.
Yep. It's definitely harder to get rid of both of them. Big extension, lots of speed.
Harder!
1, 2. That's
57.
a really unlucky result. Actually leaves 2 guards and the stone in the rings.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Thomas Muirhead can now try and draw another one in there.
Let's think. What was Dunk's one? What did we say we got in your draw to the back? So 10's good then.
Chance to really put some pressure on USA. They can draw another really good one in here, but remember, this is the straight spot. Want to bury this, and they're gonna need to take it behind the tail line to do so.
Line wasn't too terrible. It's more a weight problem, I think.
It was a bit heavy on his draw in the first end as well.
A little bit late pro set, we gotta be in the house.
Gotta be in the house. That makes sense. Need a good one here, Macaulay.
Close. Yep, hard.
Even if they come all the way down to this redstone, it's going to be tough to sit for shots.
Hard line all the way down. All the way down.
Need a bit of an angle.
Very hard. Very hard. Easy, easy.
And that's a really nice draw by the American lead. Still Scotland sitting shot.
Okay.
They're going to put up another centre guard.
Swell up to speed anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, line shot here, Scotland. Just throw the guard on. There's no gimme run back for USA here anyway.
No, they would risk picking off their own.
Yeah, because the only stone really close to the house is going to be red. So they're still going to have to do quite a lot of work to score here, USA. Not too many stones left now in the end. 3 shots to go. And you really want to score 2.
See if I can do it the first.
Play run? Yeah, run right here. No, this is fine too. I prefer the run almost. Your call. Normal.
So they are playing the run. It's always a bit uncomfortable to run the opponent's stones into the rings. Tricky shot for Macaulay here.
Easy. Off.
Oh, and this is looking wide, and it's a straight side too. Is he going to go by everything?
Really needs to at least remove the guard here. He will. But again, not getting a whole lot further in the end. Imagine Scotland might just do the same guard again.
he comes round you, then you can run that back.
Sorry.
Is that what I had there?
Kyle Smith in quite a comfortable position, playing a guard when you're 2 points up. It's the third end of the second draw in the men's competitions, the World Junior Curling Championships.
Come on. Go, go, go. Right, whoa there, whoa there. Good.
And the centre guard comes up right there.
I'm going to draw the button.
And the point of keeping this in the open was that if USA draws the button, Scotland can run the guard straight back. But USA kind of needs to draw the button here. It looks like it might be what they're going to have to do with their last, so might as well go there now.
If you can just like be 2 inches outside the button, that'd be perfect. Yeah. Even light's okay. Set up shot.
So lefty player makes this shot just a tiny wee bit easier.
Tell us how.
Well, he's kicking off the lefty hack, meaning the hack on the right-hand side of the sheet. So he gets a better angle when it comes to drawing in behind the centre guard here, but this one's hanging really wide.
Oh, and coming behind the corner, passing the corner, but way too short.
Discard the top, I think. He's got nothing else, does he? Instead of boom, boom.
So Thomas says, discard the yellow one here. He just threw, discard the tap for the one. That's the only thing he has except the boom boom.
Yep, and the boom boom is a bit risky.
Yep. They might just have to play a run on one of the red stones, like they tried earlier in the end, but as you say, pretty risky.
Yeah, and it's definitely more difficult than just a straight tap back.
No, I know. Well, I'm not hearing any information. Yeah, I guess. It would have been great.
Kyles! Kyles!
Great.
Kyles! Yes! Whoa, over and up, whoa!
Just like to keep some separation between the red and yellow to make sure there's no double tap, and
well, this one actually curls too much, and they'll probably expose that yellow one enough for him to make the tap anyway.
It's still a tough shot, but
Right there. That's just like a soft tap.
It didn't make the shot a whole lot harder though with that guard, Kyle Smith.
no. But they are looking at playing like hack board weight to run the yellow onto the red, and that is a difficult shot, even though it's there.
So
that definitely a tough shot. Too thin, you just catch your own yellow. But if you do that, you might even spin back
Just
on
soft.
for one.
Just gotta bump it 5 inches.
Yep, but it is there for 2. And if you're down by 2, you could always use to score 1 back.
Yeah, we got it.
Last zone of the third end. Coming here from Jake VUKICH.
High side. Off.
finesse shot to potentially score
Yep,
a
yep,
deuce.
yep,
And it doesn't look like it's there.
yep.
No.
We can't afford to work that into ours. One red.
Oh, man.
Gonna drive it by everything. And it's another point on the board for Scotland.
Really in the driving seat now. 3-0 for Scotland. And you'd expect them to be able to run away with this one. Very good defensive team as well as a good attacking team.
Yeah, tough start for the Americans. They will still have the last stone advantage, but now down by 3. It's going to take them a couple of ends to catch up.
Not anymore. Just let's flow. Let's flow. Come on. Hey, just let me flow. You flow.
A better end from you, did you say? What did you do? Like? Oh, I see. That was an absolute fucking howler for me.
Expect
Top 4.
Duncan MENZIES to be looking for the forfeit again.
Yeah, you know, there's 3 points up here, and Scotland's not really the one pushing for points, so just going to keep things open, knowing that USA has to put the guards up and make the aggressive calls. In your head, it's really panting away here, at least giving it all. Bit short there from Duncan.
Hello.
Yeah, but USA
Line's a
not
little
going
out.
around. They're still going to put up the
Wait, swing,
corner
wait.
guard, which could be wise.
Well,
That redstone is very easily run
Got 10 for
high
that.
side.
back from
We should go.
Scotland, and
Yep, go
you don't want to get forced
All the way down.
I
into
thought it looked alright.
center
just
play
now.
when you have the last stone and you need a multiple score. You want your scoring area to be as big as possible.
Are we going round it? Or, aye.
Gonna draw around the other side now. Try and get a good shot stone in there. Really important to stay in front of the tee line to keep control
Back 8.
of the top of the house.
Back 8.
Back 8 would be
coming
a bit
down now.
further. Back 8 foot the white
Yeah.
circle.
Okay, Dunk.
So a bit light with his first one,
Actually, I
now
like this.
touch heavy with his second. Not perfect stone placement from Duncan on this end.
No,
So-
but it could be a bit tricky. If you play the first one on the side that really curls, that's going to eat some speed. And then come down the straight side, add a bit
Close.
weight, and maybe you might
Line's
not even
good.
need
Stick
to.
line. Off, off, off. Off, off. High side.
Yeah, definitely.
High
And
side.
it's
High
not only
side.
Duncan's
Line's great. High side.
task to
Biting up, but high side.
keep a track of that. You need the sweepers to remind them
Let
that
it sit, let it
you know
sit.
they're going to be throwing the straight side here. It might be quicker. So it's
Yeah,
a
that
team game.
communication in all positions is always so important.
Either.
Want to get rid of the corner guard, and one option is to just peel it off from the inside, of course, but you can also get a bonus result in the rings here. So we're gonna hit it on the right hand side as you see it on your screens. Try and catch the yellow as well in the rings. Oh, it won't get the yellow, but gets rid of the backing and manages to lose the corner guard as well.
Are we swinging around the same way? Okay.
Nice shot, and USA going to come around again here. They need to be really careful so that they don't set up a double. Remember, this run back is fairly short.
Top 4. Pretty good.
Violet
Switch. There, 6. Switch.
needs to really have control of his weight.
Off. Right off. High side now. It's off. Sitting down. Off. Just off. 6. Off. High side. Yep, hard now. Hard all the way.
Coming down here, looking really good. And it is a really nice draw, but there is also a potential for Scotland to get rid of absolutely everything, which is always a risk when you choose to place your stones pretty close together. Some more big weight from Kyle WADDELL on its way. Swingy side of the ice. He will get just a 1. Leaves 1 yellow, back forfeit. Just over curled a fraction.
Top 8.
So USA gonna go round again, and top 8 foot
Barely.
will possibly make the double on the yellow harder. They can get a bit of an angle here.
Close. Easy. 3, 4. Room.
As long as they
lots of
only allow Scotland
Switch.
to get rid of one of their stones,
Off if you can. Off.
they
Just
will be
top
able
8.
to score
It's a
2
little tight side.
and keep the
Gotta
game
go, we
quite
gotta go.
close.
At the end. Yep, hard now. We gotta go. Okay, off. Okay.
Yeah.
Double attempt from Thomas Muirhead. We'll hit it a bit too thin and still leave that 1
You
stone.
like coming this way? If you come up light, that's okay.
Still going to draw around the centre guard. You
Top 12,
kind of get
top
that
4.
feeling that the Scottish boys are going
Just top 12.
to make that run double
Top
at some
12,
point,
top
though.
4.
Yeah, there could be an option to draw on the wide side as well to make sure you keep some separation.
Line's great. Top 4. Top 4. Yep. Yep for line. Hard. Real hard.
This American team in
Really
the high
hard.
performance
Yep, line. Hard.
program
hard.
in the
Hard
USA.
line.
Imagine this will be
Easy.
some great
Hard line.
experience for them, competing at international level.
Okay, it's fine.
We'll wreck a bit on the guard. They sit in front of the house.
Way was good, right?
Probably the red.
And Kyle Smith is worried about this yellow being something
Right, okay,
that
play the yellow
USA could split.
So are we going over the face or just straight back? Okay. Yes! Hard! Shit!
Drives it by, and what's also worrying for the Scottish boys is that
Top 4.
the guards are now a little bit staggered. They are left in a bit of an angle. Might not be possible to run them back if USA finds a good amount of curl here.
Easy. Little out. Little out. Close.
Stay close.
Easy. Yep.
Break.
Yep.
Yep.
Easy. Switch.
Line's
Yep.
getting tight. Line's getting tight.
Yep. Hard. Very hard. Line's
Curl
great.
is really
Real hard
coming.
now.
They need to
Line's
get it
up, real hard.
past the
Line's
guard
Hard.
and then
Go
drag
hard.
it
Come
as
on,
long
real
as they
hard.
can. They are by.
Okay. Nice throw.
Maybe wanted that one a little deeper. Shouldn't be a problem for Kyle Smith to run it down on this first
just
yellow
about
at
higher
least.
the beak and that, and you're good.
Can he even get the second yellow?
Well, that's what he's going to try now, isn't it, Tana?
So what you're saying is we'll find out.
Yep. So quite short distance between the first red and yellow. It's just a touch high side here. It's going to be fairly close to making the double. So I had a few attempts at the run double so far. Let's see if the skip can do the job.
Hard! Come on! Okay.
Close. Carl's just a fraction too much for the double. Still not terrible though. And red one's in a usable spot.
Yeah, it's now free to run back at that
Good ice.
back
Yeah, we
yellow.
need to bury a piece.
Only problem is the red ones on the left are staggered, so you can't really run any of those reds in.
Be at least full block. Bit slow out here.
Oh, USA gonna try and use them to get one behind and then hope for a miss from Scotland.
Touch less, Ev.
If they get one, they could score 3.
Don't want to be too deep with this one though. Maybe just nibble the 8 foot really. Don't want to come on down to your yellow. Might set up a new run double for Kyle
Line's
Smith.
good. Line's good.
Yep.
A little tight. Yes, line.
Yep. Line's
Yes,
great.
line. Hard
Real
line. Hard line.
Yep. Easy.
Easy,
Easy.
easy.
Tight by the guard. Ooh,
Okay. Great sweep.
Yeah, comes all deep.
comes a little deep and
Yeah,
You can
well,
either run that one to that.
does not necessarily terrible because I really asked the question of Kyle.
yeah, he does need to make the run back. He could get rid of both yellow if he makes it, but if
You're just
he
off
misses
nosing it.
this, then the game could be tied.
You can also play a draw here, come down the same path, play a freeze, but doesn't look like they're considering that a whole lot. Feels like if he's playing the run here, it's at least getting rid of one yellow. There's a few options here. Either the double, or you might even stick your own red in behind cover.
Yeah, important thing to make sure that at least one of the yellows gets removed. That way they're still going to have the advantage. Stone on its way right there.
Hard!
Sweepers on it.
Yeah! Whoa! Good job.
And look
That's
at this.
Good job.
That's really nice. Gets to double and sticks it as well.
They're really making USA
Just backline to half.
pay for small mistakes. That draw coming down just a little too deep, and they both just go flying.
Okay, just half.
So it's not a chance for 3. It's a shot for 1.
That's a lot of ice. Just backline to half.
Gonna remove the red, sit right
On the shooter end.
on the pin to score 1. Jake VUKICH with the last
Line's good.
stone
Yep.
in the 4th
Yep.
end.
Yep.
Is it?
Yep.
Yep, hard.
Yep. Yep. Easy, easy. Just clean, just clean, just clean.
Looking really good. He makes it for 1. Gets a point on the board. This means that Scotland will lead the game 3-1 after 4 ends. Do you think they're starting to feel pretty comfortable by now?
Yeah, I think you'll see them push on even more. Should see a centre guard here in the 4th end. Sorry, 5th end. You'll see VUKICH is up there already in the free guard zone. And first Scotland to have some stones in play. So you see the ice makers just down behind here fixing a rock.
Yeah, they were replacing a couple of handles before this draw. So maybe just making sure that everything is in the right way.
2, 3.
Not on our sheet though. It's the Norway Switzerland game next to us on the left-hand side here. Norway leading that game 3-1. Seems like Russia is really running away from China. 6-0 now. Only steals. Steal 2, steal 1, and then steal a 3 in the 3rd.
2, 3.
Canada, Sweden, much tighter affair. 2 points each there. While Italy, after that 5 in the 1st, took a 3 in the 3rd. 8-1 is the score now. So
Yep, hard.
there's a few blowouts in the arena today.
Keep it going. Keep it going. All right, great sweep.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice shot.
And the centre guard comes up from USA. It's a bit beside the centre line, but still in a usable position. Scotland gonna draw around this, and they want to be probably top 8 foot with this draw. Don't want to come too deep, because then your opponent freezes. Your scoring area gets really, really tight, and when you have that stone, you want to make sure that there's room to score more than one. So once again, important lead stone placement.
Just want to mention if you'd like to ask a question to me or Sarah, she's quite knowledgeable, and or if you just have a comment about our broadcast, maybe you can use Twitter. Just put in hashtag WJCC2014, and we'll try to answer all your questions.
What was she saying?
How's the line? Top 4, line's great. Top 4.
There's bound to be a few parents back home watching the
Wonder
broadcast.
what we're talking about.
Yep, hard. Switch.
Ask away.
Yep, hard all the way. Come on, real hard.
This is
hard,
looking like a very nice come around
All
by
right,
USA. Hard work on the sweeping. Gets it round everything.
That high side really finished it. It's working a lot better on this ice.
Just a down weight here from Scotland.
They're just going to try and tap the yellow out in the open. Make sure that they have 2 in the rings.
Hack.
This is hanging wide.
Okay, Dunk.
Get a little touch on the yellow. Will roll out. Might just have been a bit too heavy.
One. Yeah.
But pushes the yellow out in the open.
That was almost me away.
And America drawing around the intern side now.
Top 4. 4. 5. Top 4. 5, 6. Line's great. Top 4. Close. Off if you can. Let it bite.
Just waiting for the curl here.
Off.
Needs to find some swing.
Off. Yep.
17.
Hard now. Whoa. That's good. Off. Off. Okay. Nice shot. Nice shot.
So that yellow is now partly guarded. It's not a roll in available for Scotland. But remember, they are leading 3-1, so it's definitely good for them to keep things open. As long as they make sure that they can score one, they're not really in trouble.
Okay.
Trying to convince the stone to curl didn't really work.
Who's whispering? Is it Thomas or Kyle?
Well, I don't know.
We're not having much luck with these ones.
We can high side it and get it.
I think it might be Thomas. Also mentioning we're not having a lot of luck with the run backs. Well, we did see a few good ones though from Kyle in the last end.
Is it me?
Smith, I mean.
Switch! 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 Off! Off!
Still drawing to set
Yep,
2.
fight the 8 foot. Oh. Yep, come on. Easy now. Yep, go hard. Okay.
Manages to do so.
You're fine. Yeah, you're throwing it good. Just a little. It's okay.
Now trying to get the yellows. 1, 2, and almost gets a little touch on the third as well. Really nice shot. Definitely opens things up when you get rid of more than one.
Yes, you see that stone on the way left there. Duncan couldn't quite catch up to it, and I ended up all the way out onto the ice maker pad.
Well, it's better there than on the sheet next to you. Now USA decides not to leave any more opponent stones in play. They are going to take away that red one, but this is looking like it's going to over-curl.
And he's going to jam it, and that's a terrible result. And rolls out as well, only leaves the one red.
Sorry, soft handle.
Aye, aye, aye. Soft handle. That's all he says.
Aye,
aye, aye, aye.
Like the Norwegian you are. You see it there again. He said himself it was just a bit of a soft handle. When you throw a soft handle on swingy ice, there's not really a lot that sweepers can do.
What is a soft handle, Sarah?
Basically, you put too little rotation on the stone.
And it makes it curl more.
It makes it curl more. Does that make sense to you, Sander?
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'm glad.
So Scotland's just going to split the rings now. Just a risk-free way of trying to get their 2. Might set up a double, but
yeah. But even if they just get their 1, they will still have a 3-point lead.
And still, after US makes a double, they still have the option to just blank the end, keep the last one.
Is there a double?
Off! Right off. Close. Yep. Easy. Yep. Off. Easy. Off. Right off.
Need to hit enough of this to get it onto the other one, and he will hit it too thin. Roll beneath, and now there's a chance for Scotland to really split the wings if they can draw the other side.
See the green light on the stone. It just indicates that Thomas has released the stone before the hog line. There's a little magnet strip in the ice. And if it goes red, well, it means he's hogged it, and you would take the stone out of play.
Go, go, go!
Haven't seen that so far.
No, we haven't.
Good.
But also see there's a few sheets in the arena where we don't have that technology.
No, but it's coming.
It's coming. There's a bit of an issue with some of the bolts on the stones apparently. So a few of the sheets actually has just the normal handles, and as far as I can see there's no umpires out there checking it. Hogline umpires, I mean.
No.
So I guess they're just trusting the fact that
Curlers
these
are very trustworthy athletes.
Yes.
And Scotland really has split the wings now. The rings.
Yep.
There is a bit of an angle.
Hard.
Jake VUKICH needs to make the most of it. And gets that one too thin as well.
It was better to hit that one thick and maybe just roll towards the other end, might gather them. And could have maybe had an easier go with this last shot. Now rolling out just leaves Kyle Smith the chance to split the house again and just make sure there's no double on.
Line's good. Just on the brush.
Want to get this all the way behind the
Back
tee
four, boys.
line to make sure that there's no double on.
Come on. Everything you've got, boys. Go, go, go. Good sweep.
There is an angle. VUKICH wants to get the double. It's a bit steeper now, but he hit the last one too thin, so if he could just do the exact same thing again, then he will get both.
Brush for the fun of the arm.
Stay close. Yep.
Easy.
Yep. Easy. Oh, come on. Right off. Right off. Roll it. Kyle.
Yeah, not quite going to make it. Doesn't get the roll in front of the red either. So wide open hit for Scotland. Could make this game 5 shots to 1 lead.
Here we go, last stone of the 5th end. Chance to really get in the driver's seat of this game.
Gotta go. Come on,
Makes it.
2.
Gets 2.
Good sweep.
And as you said, Sander, a 5-1 lead. Half of the game is played. Play 10 ends at the World Junior Curling Championships. So we now go into a 5th end break. Coaches make their way down to the ice for some tactical talk. Score 5-1 Scotland. Norway, they're leading 3-1 over Switzerland. Russia have a 7-0 lead over China. Sweden is up 4-2 on Canada, and Italy leading against Austria 8-4. We will be right back before the second half of the game with some highlights. Make sure you stay tuned for that.
Draw weights back on, that's good.
Aye, it's had a stupid one going away, just one.
Mindset, draw weight. Throw it. His 8 stone definitely comes on these 6.
Right, okay.
So let's remember that. Feeling it makes us obvious. Let him call it, back him up. It's not really happy, you're just getting, don't get too involved. Let him call it.
Where did you hit that?
Just it was a wee minute. It's only been once. Just you get sucked into the excitement of the game. The game's not over. You're in real control of the game. Just stay focused. Relax. Nice and relaxed and focus and chat. Just be concentrated when it comes to pre-shots. First to lose Duncan. DJ is still really important because you've got us in trouble. In the right gear.
Can you make a bloody run back that end? Try that angle the other way then.
Don't force it too much, but you're back and wasted. Against this team, that might be better.
Once Duncan's back, the key is even the thing about this team is they actually like the draw game. So even if Duncan's back, it doesn't matter as long as it's in the house. It gives them nothing. It's a bit of both sides.
Take time on your line-up in the hall.
I'm just saying, because we're 5-1 up, don't be frightened, even if it's back button or something like that, because they're just going to they like the drawing game. You know, just so that it makes your life a lot easier now you're 5-1 up as well. Okay.
The sweepers on judging the team today, but we need your stones 8 feet away. One shot with you. You are a really bad stone. Just be concentrated. That was definitely
Is everybody feeling fine? Like alertness wise, you need any more just to keep you alright? Have you had enough food and stuff? You're doing a grand job, right?
Go again, guys.
5-1 up, so just nice and easy, and we've got where we want to be.
My friend did this. Draw weight, mindset, draw weight.
Love it in your own.
So, gonna take a few look at the highlights here. Second end. First end for Kyle Smith. Makes an open hit for 2. A nice start for the Scots. We had a blank second end. In the third, we saw USA try this tap. It's actually an angle tap for 2, doesn't make it. A steal of 1 for Scotland. They lead the game 3-0 now. In the fourth, again USA with last stone. Trying to score 1 after a really nice run double from Scottish Kyle Smith. But a score of 1 for USA. And the fourth, 15. Scotland looking to improve their score. Moves to 5 shots to 1 after another open hit for 2.
So the second half of the game has just started. What are you expecting to see, Sander?
I think we'll see much of the same really. Scotland is going to be defensive, put their stones in the house and hit anything yellow. And USA, they might just struggle to get stones in play. But they'll try.
Alright, corner guard.
And Kyle Lorvik
Line's great, 2. Weight's good,
for
2.
USA. He's going to put up by a corner guard. They're going to need a couple. They're going to need lots of stones in play
Let it sit.
We know their tactics before the game was to keep it simple. I think it's time to abandon that and try to make it as complicated as possible. Duncan MENZIES for Scotland is going to put his second stone through the house. The reason for that, of course, being that they're up 4 points, and anything in play is going to be something that USA wants to use to either freeze or tap or hide behind. So just keep it as simple as possible, as little stones in play as possible.
Line's great.
We've got a question on Twitter, Sarah,
2-3.
from
Line
a girl named
2-3.
Kel Doering.
Great. Take a look.
What's the question?
The question is,
Eyesight.
do you
Off
think,
now. Four.
well, do you guys think that Scotland stones will run differently because of the way they start the handle
off, we're
straight?
good. Right off.
And if you do look closely, you'll
Great
see the
shot.
Scottish guys always start when the handle's straight at 12 o'clock precision. And I would think most people will learn to keep the stone either like 10 to 12 or 10 past 12.
Yeah, I think it's a very common way to teach players to either keep the stone at 10-2 or 10 past. I think it all comes down to the way you release it, not the way that you hold it before you release it.
Aye.
Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you. And just watching Kyle Waddell here, he started 10 to 12, but especially Kyle Smith, he starts with the handle straight. It's a nice observation.
Well, I know that some people think that you slide differently if you have the handle either 10-2 or 10 past. So holding the handle straight before you slide out might ensure that you always have the same slide. But then again, it's one extra thing to keep, like one extra movement that you have to do during your slide, so it might also complicate it a little bit. It basically comes down to what you're most comfortable with, and I think it's all about how you release the stone that's going to affect how they run.
The second player.
What do you think?
I'm not sure if it really matters. I think maybe if you're not experienced throwing the stones that way, it might be easier to maybe just dump them and get them going a wee bit more. Don't have that extra rotation.
No, but I think in the Scottish team it's just they find probably that this is the way to get the best slide, and as long as you always do the same thing, then it'll be easy for your skip to read. Hope that was an answer to your question, Kyle. It might just also have been a lot of babbling.
Aye. Kyle Doering. I think Winnipeg curler. He made one of the greatest shots I've ever seen at the Canada Winter Games, although he was a bit lucky.
So first you collect the plus points and then you get the minus.
No.
Alright, just if you feel like we can answer any of your questions, again, hashtag WJCC2014. Some questions, or maybe just comment.
Let's go 3.
A comment on our broadcast if there's anything you're missing,
Right off.
or maybe just want to shout out to the players.
Leave it be.
And maybe USA could use a shout out right now. They are really struggling in this game now. That corner guard comes into the rings. I'm not sure it really matters because it's gonna get removed either way. Scotland really in the driver's seat.
What do you think? What do you think? How much? Half stone? Yep. Hard! Hard!
So Thomas Muirhead, third for the Scottish team.
Hard!
There is a double on here.
Jesus.
And he's just gonna hit the top one a bit too thick. Might give USA a chance to set up a deuce.
Alright, normal weight. Yeah, we gotta do this. Otherwise it gives him an easy double blast. Normal weight.
Just a bit thick.
You're gonna hit and roll out. Really important for
Yep.
Macaulay to
Yep.
keep separation.
Easy.
They cannot afford to give
Easy.
Scotland a double back.
He's rolling out, so it was the right shot.
He's gotta
And
let
he
me know
definitely
it's
can't afford to roll all the way out.
Was it really that much up?
Thomas just confirming that was the right shot he made on his first one because he
I
rolls
don't
out.
mind that, yeah.
Was it 4 or was it 3-4?
Hindsight is always a good thing.
How far was that one off? Couple.
Is that because you're normally wrong with your first call?
Haha. Oh, you're so cheeky.
Cheeky or not, this is a very straightforward end for Scotland right now. If they can just make single peels, they will keep leading this game big time.
Aye. Not bother to stick around there. With a nose hit, you might see the US come around it and use that as a guard. So, again, Scotland just want to keep this clean and neat.
First one an inch less and it would be a bit lower. My voice went all high when I shouted too.
Line's great too. Line's great too.
This is
Line's real good.
gonna be quite frustrating for the American boys. You put up a corner guard, and the chance that you'll get to use it is very slim.
Another question for you, Sarah. Now, there's obviously no barrier between all the sheets here because it's we're in a club, not a big arena. And the question from Ben Fast is, what happens if stones from one game crosses over into another game?
Well,
And I guess what he's saying is, if it stirs up the house on the other sheet.
I actually have never seen that happen. I guess the umpires would have to come onto the ice and help. Do you know what happens?
I'd imagine, as usual, the skips on that sheet would just put the stones back into play in the fashion.
It's gonna be tricky though if it's
It depends how many stones are stirred.
yeah. No, it's really it's a sweeper's and the skip's responsibility to make sure that you catch the stones before they cross the sheet.
Exactly,
But
There's
you
not-
don't always manage. I mean, they come flying with quite a lot of speed.
Aye. And obviously the sheet next to you, there's not going to be an offending person. No one's going to be. It's not their fault.
No,
So
exactly.
no, I think they put the stones back in the right spot. And if it's a total mess, you might even actually have to play the end over again. I think I've seen that happen on a different occasion.
We might need to ask the umpires.
We might.
Very good question from Ben Fast. We'll get back to you when we've asked the umpires.
One question I've never gotten the answer to is, what happens if the umpire comes on to do a measure on the stones and then trips on the stones? That's what I want to know.
Okay, we'll just make an umpire list and we'll go talk to them.
Exactly.
What's left here? It's an open takeout for Kyle Smith. And if he makes this, USA probably will blank again. They could also take one, but they are really falling behind in this second draw of the World Junior Curling Championships, the men's competition. Remember, Scotland already has one win. USA lost their first. They would love to climb the table in the standings, of course. Looks like it's a difficult task in this game.
We almost need to take one.
So Jake VUKICH is going to put this through the house. Last stone of the 6th end.
You get a chance at a double or here you go. Top 4 to 1.
So 4 ends left.
You can't have an end-on-end break for that in your year. So.
Still at 5-1 to Scotland.
Are you guys feeling a little nervous?
We will be playing first.
And Norway, they're leading the game against Switzerland, 3-2.
By the
Russia
time
has a
he's in the hat,
7-1
we just
lead
scored.
over China. Canada, Sweden, it's a tight game, 4 each. Sweden with the last stone in the 6th end. And Italy leading the game against Austria, 11-4. Some really big scores
Tell you, they're
out
for
here
time.
today.
Well, I'm glad to see that my top 3 pick is doing quite well. Meaning Scotland, Scotland, Russia, and
Sweden.
Italy.
Ah, Italy was your pick, yeah.
Yes. Not very often you pick Italy for a contender at a championship, but
No, but they are really getting better and better, and the same with the women. They had a really close game against Canada this afternoon, and it's good to see them really challenge the top teams.
yeah, I think Diana Gaspari got a silver medal at the European Championships in 2006, losing out to Ludmila Privikova of Russia. That might just be my imagination, though.
I think you're right, Sander.
2, line's
So
good.
they've had a few good teams in Italy.
Yeah, and now we're waiting for USA to make that same development. It looks like it's going to be tough for them to do it in this game. Scotland is leading it 5-1.
Take a look. Take a look.
USA putting up the corner guard.
There's a lot of discussion in the US just now about how they're supposed to progress and develop the sport. They didn't do quite well at the Olympics now in Sochi. Both the women's and men's team didn't really win too many games. On the junior side, it hasn't been bad, but
Oh, maybe these young boys are the future.
could very well be. Last junior champion from the US would have to be Chris Pleiss in Östersund, 2008.
That would be true. He beat Oscar Eriksson in the
Like going
final.
in instead.
Yeah. Chris Pleiss and his team also played Winter University games before Christmas, and he played, amongst others, Kyle Smith's team. They went on to the final, and Kyle also lost to Oscar Eriksson. Well, not also, but he lost to Oscar Eriksson in the final. So
All there.
still a junior
Six,
team, the
seven,
Scots, but doing quite well
Yep, for line. Line's perfect.
at both,
Easy,
well, I guess,
switch.
university level and
Where's the
also at
line?
the senior
Off.
level.
Line's great.
8-9.
Off.
I think they're touted as one of the
High side.
10.
most promising teams out there.
Yeah, for sure. They're showing a lot of confidence in the way they play and the way they call the game. And they're now going to start taking off the corner guards,
I thought I screwed up.
They're
making
really,
sure they limit the Americans' score.
Yeah, it's definitely score coming.
yeah, they're really mature. It's kind of hard to imagine that they're actually still juniors. Seems like they've been around for a while already, and obviously playing together for many years is a good thing. Developing as a team.
Look at the time they've got
Normal.
next door sheet. They're on their 5th end break. 33 minutes.
Do you want
And
freeze, Jay?
USA are going to...
7 minutes.
VUKICH are saying he wants
Sure.
to hit.
You like that?
They could, well, they could freeze, or they could even put the corner guard back up. It's still very early in the end. And as soon as they bring their second stone in the rings, Scotland will have more chances of clearing everything up in the house, and they would really make
Top 8 down.
Scotland wait
Top 8.
before they do that, because
Top 5. 4.
chances that
Top
they're
8.
going to make a double within the
Top
next
8.
5 stones.
Yep,
Three.
go hard.
No,
Quite
it's 4.
good.
We got
We'll be
4.
getting introduced to Betsy before long.
Yep. Easy then. Oh. Okay.
Sorry, Jake.
Really
He's got to have to play a good shot now.
Yeah, just ends up being a centre guard, and
Aye, this is a shot like it.
Scotland not really bothered about the stone in front of the rings. They know that it's USA that's going to need to make some sort of play down the centre now, so they're just going to remove the back yellow, roll out themselves.
Good.
Okay, freeze it.
Okay, freeze to it. Yep. Yeah, it will die for sure.
Mine's a little tight.
We gotta go on it.
Lots of room.
And it is definitely the case that USA need to make a move down the centre line.
Yep.
This is running really, really straight.
Yep, go back with it.
Wrap it.
Yep. Yep, keep it going. All right.
Yeah, so that's just going to lie in the open.
Do we back it out at the start?
It's his out.
We're not really forcing Scotland to play a whole lot of difficult shots here. It's just going to be too easy for Muirhead. Peel that one out. It's not going to be too bothered about sticking around. First game of this draw is finished. Austria gave up, and Italy wins that game 12 shots to 4.
Some really big scoring by Italy in that game. And now it's USA playing the run backs. It's not really a situation you want to be looking at when you're down by 4 points, but they don't really have a good option.
Oh.
Coming down the straight spot as well. This is not going to move.
Yep. Hard up.
And
can they manage to stick both? Ooh.
Actually gets by and will remove the red, just barely. Oh well. But again, not sticking around there. It's not going to do a whole lot. That's pretty tight.
It's really tight. No, now Scotland can just peel this guard, and it's going to be wide open. No chance at a multiple score.
Yeah, gotta go. How right you got? Come on, gotta go. Good sweep, boys.
Makes it, rolls out. It's
just threw it a wee bit inside.
A wide open house. USA are going to draw all the way down to that red. Try and set freeze on top of it. Just hope for a mistake. But the way the Scottish team are looking in the playing, it's not very likely that they're going to get one.
Back 12. Down 2. Yep. Line's great.
No.
Switch if you can.
Aye, you're right. Aye, but the boy upstairs hurt himself with a skiing accident.
Yep. Wait only now. High side. Easy, guys. Yep. Go hard now. Go hard.
Finish up.
Real hard.
So not quite going to make the freeze here. The thought was to come all the way down onto the red, and with the friction between the stones, it would be harder for Scotland to remove the yellow, but there's so much space now that's not going to be a problem for Kyle Smith, this red one, unless he hits the inside. But it's going to throw a bullet down the ice here, and so anywhere between nose hit and high side, it's going to be fine. It's a big kick out the hack. And if anyone watched World Juniors last year, you might see Kyle Smith sliding just a little bit differently.
What's the change?
Can you remember? Kyle Smith used to slide with the broom on his back. And now he's put the broom onto the ice.
What would the difference make to his delivery?
Either just the feel of it, but also maybe it could be adjusting his shoulder. If he felt like his right shoulder, his throwing hand was coming a bit too low, then he'll compensate by lowering his left shoulder as well. It's all about staying level. So just these small tweaks are quite important. And I'm not sure if that's Kyle's choice or if one of his coaches might have suggested him doing it.
It's heavy.
Another freeze attempt
Got tons of room
from
now.
USA.
High side. Easy.
And then we're going to see that slide that you were talking about again. See if he's level. Trying to get a little bump on the red to create that separation by sweeping it behind the tee line. And there is separation. Kyle Smith just threw this exact shot. He's going to make it again. And keep his advantage in the game.
Yep. Good.
They both go. The red one stays.
Take one.
USA.
How much, Jake?
Are they blanking or taking one? Taking one?
I think I heard VUKICH say that they want to take one.
Yeah.
And maybe just go for a different approach. Take a point here, at least level the score out a little bit, and you might go try and steal. It's fair enough. It's not really working for them with a hammer.
No, you're right. Might just try something different, get something else going, get some guards up, find some control over the center line, try and get away with a steal.
Yep.
Either way, this is the last stone of the seventh end.
Line's fine.
Wide open takeout for USA to score one.
One yellow.
Yep.
One yellow it is. Scotland's going to have the hammer back.
I thought it was Rob, and that almost proved my groin.
I looked in your shoe.
Alright, double centers. Higher or low? Let's go high.
Oh, is it?
I got it first. Nice and easy. Who's the quicker side? Switch. Yep. Real hard. Real hard. You gotta go hard. All the way. Really hard now. Okay, you're good. A little more. Okay.
Ja, you're good, sa han. VUKICH. Det räckte inte riktigt. Scenen är inte över hogline. Det betyder att den får tas bort.
25. I don't think it was a 40.
Sorry, I forgot I was supposed to speak English.
I didn't even notice.
No.
Well,
That happens.
it's nice our producer is awake and is able to tell you.
Yeah. Well, I hope our viewers are knowledgeable enough that they could tell that stone was not over the hog line and it was removed.
It's not that long ago he did Swedish commentary for curling, is it?
No, it was just last week.
Exactly. You're excused.
Thank you. It's also a lot easier in Swedish.
Aye. But that was a good chance for you, everyone, to listen to Sarah's.
Where is it? Hey!
Okay, I messed up. Let's
Swedish.
move on.
Right, so again, China's centre guard not really
Okay, keep it going.
making the most out of the free guard zone here. The US could have had 2 centre guards. Now they only have the 1, but still the free guard zone. So Duncan MENZIES can't hit this one. Can only move it.
Xander, he doesn't like throwing ticks because it affects his stats.
And there you have it.
They're always
In your
always
face.
always winding me up. I'll have
you
you
just
know,
need to
Thomas.
get better
Have
at
you know, Thomas. In
the
Trompery, I made 5 ticks in a row in the same game.
You
So
can
watch
tell him
your
after
mouth.
the game. Right now, it's all about this tick shot from Duncan MENZIES. Seems to have put a bit too much weight on this. It will go all the way out and get replaced. I'm sure you make a ton of them, Sander.
Hi.
Oh yeah, we don't have to make tick shots. We just lose every game.
I just up here.
Okay, so another
got
guard
it.
now, and
Maybe. Here
this is the
less,
tricky tricky thing, and probably why that first guard was missed. You want a lot of separation in between the guards to make the double really hard. So
I
by
said
putting
here
it close to
less
the
is
hog
good,
line,
aye.
1, 2.
you enable yourself that separation, but then you also risk missing the hog line.
Ah, right,
This
yeah.
one's over. It's a very, very nice shot. Perfect line and a lot of space between them.
Not complicating things too much here. Just focusing on peeling 1 stone at a time. Surely the way to go here. They're 3 up. No need to get fancy and
Wait, high guard? Yeah.
play the lower percentage shots.
No, especially when they're lined up like that, because it means that even if you make the double, you're just going to leave your shooter as a guard, and you basically risk just
Weight's real good.
sticking one and leaving 2 guards.
All there.
So
Whoa,
just be
right off.
safe, get rid of 1.
Easy. No line. High side? High side. Can we high side bite? No line. High side? Yep, finish it. I can't touch it. No. No, leave it. Nice
And
shot.
another really nice guard by Violet.
Jackson, hat.
So a slight angle here. So they are actually going to go for the double at this point. Kyle Waddell's second stone. Just flicks it out there a wee bit, Kyle. So I'm just slide a little bit tight, and then he's just going to move his stone out to the broom. Just overdid the
And with
action.
that
and,
much weight, it's not really going to come back, is it?
No. Just can't float him like that, but no harm done. He gets the single. It's the most important thing.
Nice and easy. Like a 405?
But still a good chance for USA to steal here. If they just keep doing this, and then after a while, play the draw in behind.
Yeah, Macaulay now needs to keep the same separation on the guards that Violet did.
Just over, easy.
And then put a good one in the house.
High side?
It's more sweeping than you're used to.
Okay,
as
off
well,
now.
2 extra stones.
No. High side? High side. High side. Okay, let's get this.
Really good stone placement by the Americans right now.
One more.
Okay. All right, nice. What do I get on that one?
So I'm going to go for one more guard, meaning if Scotland picks it off,
Yeah,
you might see VUKICH come around the centre guard with his first shot.
Line's great.
Yep. Come
Stick
around.
girl.
Scotland takes the guard off, put another guard back on.
Switch.
Might get away with a point.
Yeah,
Line's
they've
great.
played a good in here, except for that very first one that didn't make across the
Yep,
hog
go
line.
hard now. Go hard now.
But
Okay, that's
placing
good.
these guards just done everyone absolutely perfect on the line here. Lots of separation.
Yeah, they've been really solid. There was that one that didn't pass the hog line, but since then, I mean, it's not easy to place guards that high.
No, you're always a little bit afraid of not making it across the hog line, especially when your lead actually missed it that way in your first one. You don't want to be the one to do it again. So it's easier to overthrow him and come too close to that guard they already have in play, set up a double. Is able to avoid it, and now we're down to Skipbrook, so we're going to see the draw around. Because if VUKICH was to play another guard here, you'd probably see Kyle Smith play the draw himself, so kind of has to do it now.
Top 4. Is he?
Needs a good draw though. Needs to be close to the 1 foot. Hope for a missed run back. Put the guard back on, and then if this draw now is very good, might not leave Kyle Smith a lot of room to work with to score his point. You might get a steal.
Plenty of room,
Looks
guys.
like VUKICH has his balance on control.
Switch if you can.
Holds his brush up above the ice. Not really needing that that support a whole lot.
High side, get it bite. Gotta work that high side, guys. We're way out. Yep, go back. Yep, hard. Yep, go back. Finish it up, go hard. Every inch.
Weight's really good here by VUKICH, but the line's just not there. And that should be pretty open for Kyle Smith.
Yeah, it should. They're going to roll out. Yeah, they were looking again at the roll in. They're going to roll out, and there will be an option for Jake VUKICH to play the draw once again. Takes chance, get a little bit more curl, but he will also, with that shot, he will risk losing 2. At this point of the game, I think you might as well go all in to steal.
Yeah, probably. 8th end. What they're actually trying to do is just steal 3 times in a row to get the extra. And then they have to steal again.
Whoa.
It's going to be tough against our reigning world champions.
Close. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
A blank's not good for the Americans, that's for sure. So I wouldn't mind just seeing a draw behind here, because playing the hit and roll here, so difficult.
Yeah, it's a tough shot, and you're probably gonna be behind the T line if you make it. So just play the draw. Give yourself a chance to make it perfect.
Just heard VUKICH say to his team, if we don't steal on this end, we're shaking. So you always have the chance to shake hands before the 10 ends are over.
Shaking, of course, means
Shaking hands, that's what you do when a game's over. That's when you...
Lots of room. Up. Switch. Stay close. High side.
So the draw is on its way.
High
It's
side.
the 8th ends of the
side.
game. This need to be perfect.
Go back. High side. Go back. Hard.
They need to hide this.
Nice sweeping, pal. Great sweep.
It's better, but
Sorry about that. Little up.
probably see a bit of the outside here, Kyle Smith. And
You'll see a chunk, do you?
a chunk.
That'll be a good piece.
Yeah. So just a controlled weight here then from Kyle Smith
We need to sync up.
to remove the yellow.
We're all throwing it.
We'd like to stick it for 2 just to make sure, but even if he removes it, scores a 1 here, that's going to be plenty. So technically, could have played the draw as well here.
Yeah, but he just played this exact same shot, and it's always comfortable to have to do the same thing again.
Whoa.
Last stone of the 8th end.
Whoa.
It's an important one. It could be the game. Just need to remove the yellow.
Whoa. Oh, there you
This seems pretty
Quite
good.
close to the guard, looking really good.
Good game.
Really solid performance by the Scottish boys. USA says thanks for the game right there.
Yeah, just didn't stand a chance really, the US team. Not pecking at them, but the Scottish team's so solid. They're not going to make a lot of mistakes, and as soon as they scored 2 in the first end, felt like I was kind of over already. I'm not sure if any team's going to beat the Scottish guys. It'll be interesting to see who can contend. But game's over for now. Scotland beats USA 7 shots to 2. We'll have a few highlights, and we'll get a few words with Kyle Smith, the winning skip. So if you stick around, we'll have that sorted.
Yeah. Another set of stones. I think we have.
So taking a look at Kyle Smith here with his last stone. That's a pretty wide open hit for 2. Scotland. In the 3rd end after a blank second.
Last stone of the 3rd.
That's VUKICH trying to tap up, potentially scoring 2. Goes straight by, and it's a steal win for Scotland as they now lead 3-0. VUKICH again with the last stone for USA and the 4th. Had a chance for 2, but there was a really nice run back double from Kyle Smith that only left him with a chance to score the 1. And the 5th then it was Kyle Smith again with a chance to score 2 and really get a grip on the game. So halfway through the game, 5 shots, 1 lead for Scotland. Well, the blank 6th again. But in the 7th, that was VUKICH with his last stone. Chose to score the single and try and go for the steal in the following end. Took a risk to come around the centre guard, VUKICH, but couldn't quite make it. Left this open hit for Kyle Smith to score 2, and that's the game. 7 shots to 2 for the Scottish guys. So we should have a few words with Kyle Smith, the winning skip, in a few moments. Just mention that Italy beat Austria 12-4. Game between Canada and Sweden's tied up at 4 each. Russia leads over China 9 shots to 1, and Norway with hammer 5 shots to 3 against Switzerland. Our future game, we saw Scotland just beat United States 7 shots to 2, and If you're still with us, we're going to have a few words with Kyle Smith, winning skip of Team Scotland. He's down there preparing for a little interview with our lovely commentator, Sarah Carson.
You're looking really strong out there. How did you prepare for this week?
We had the Scottish Men's Championships week before we came here, so pretty good practice for coming in here. So.
And what are your goals?
Just see how the week goes, really. Just play our best and see what happens.
All right, and anything else to say about this game?
Just like to say Duncan's done a great job coming in and playing instead of Cammy. Stepped in, he's played very well and fitted in nicely, so just a good job from him.
Thank you, good luck with your week.
Thanks very much.